So Joshua's victories in battle became known to all of the kings of the west of the Jordan.
You know those guys, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, Jebusites, yada yada. Well, they all decided to do a Marvel team-up to defeat the new Looney Toon and his genocidal Looney Toon army.
But the Gibeonites heard what Joshua had done to Jericho and Ai. They decided to deceive Joshua.
So all those kings, all dressed up as poor vagabonds and dirty homeless people. People that the original Looney Toon Moses would have probably labeled icky and gross. I don't know, maybe they look like dirty hippies or something. Anyway, they posed as traveling bums and asked Joshua to make a treaty with them. They had traveled from distant lands, and they were totally not people from the lands that were nearby that Joshua was going to conquer. Clearly, we have traveled far, they said, and look at us. We're so poor, and we're no threat to you.
So Joshua made a treaty with them and swore an oath of peace. But he did not consult with Lord God about the matter.
Wait. Omnipotent, omnipresent G-Man didn't warn Joshua about this deceit that was afoot? Hey G-Man, what are you doing up there? Binge watching Netflix again or something?
When the Israelites found out that they had been deceived and the poor travelers were actually kings west of the Jordan River, the Israelites could not attack them because they had made an oath of peace. The people grumbled against Joshua and the Israelite leaders.
Stop your grumbling, stupid people! We've given our oath! We cannot commit genocide on them, but we can make them our slaves. They will be our woodcutters and water carriers.
And those homeless bum kings were all like, dude, we heard what genocidal maniacs you Israelites are on behalf of your bloodthirsty God, and we heard you were coming this way. So out of self-preservation, we did the only thing we could think of to get you to spare our lives. So we may only be woodcutters and water carriers, but at least we're still alive. Yeesh.
Now Adonai-Zedek heard that Joshua was coming for him next, and he became very alarmed. So he decided to make a Marvel team-up of his own. He invited the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, Lachish, and Elgon to join him, and these 5 kings moved out to the Gibeonites, who were Joshua's new allies, and the people of Gibeon cried out to Joshua for help.
Do not be afraid, Joshua. I have given these people into your hands.
So Joshua marched on the 5-king Marvel team-up army and defeated them and drove them back. Lord God hurled hailstones on them as they fled, and many more of the enemies were killed by hailstones than by the swords of the Israelites.
Wow, I haven't had this much fun in years. I wish this day would last longer so Joshua and I can kill more of these people in this 5-king Marvel team-up. I know, I'll make the sun stop in the sky so Joshua can keep fighting this battle. Because I'm Lord Yahweh. Many Wilhelm screamers died that day. Oh, the humanity.
So the 5 kings were hiding in a cave. Joshua rolled stones over the mouth of the cave so the kings could not escape. Joshua's men pursued the remaining men of the army of the 5 kings back to Makkedah, and few survived.
Then Joshua killed those 5 kings and put their bodies on poles. The next day, he had their bodies thrown back in the caves and sealed up with rocks. Joshua went and attacked Makkedah and put everyone to the sword. He left no survivors. The Israelites proceeded to all of the 5 cities that the 5 kings came from and did the same until everyone was destroyed and killed. There was nothing left that could draw breath.
Then this other king named Jabin or something. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these right anymore. So, King Jar Jar Binks sent word to King Joey Jojo and a bunch of other unpronounceable kings who were more of the Amorites, Hivites, Jebusites, yada yada, and they did another Marvel team up, but this time they brought chariots and horses. Do not be afraid, Joshua. I have put all of these people in this latest Marvel team up into your hands. Hamstring their horses and burn their chariots.
So Joshua burned their chariots and hamstrung their horses, just like God had commanded him. He next put those kings to the sword and spared nothing that breathed.
Well, what can we say about crazy genocidal Looney Tunes? At least they're all consistent in their crazy.
So the Lord hardened everybody's hearts of all the enemies of the Israelites, in order for the Israelites to wage war on them, so that all would know that Lord God was the Lord. And then he totally exterminated them without mercy.
So in other words, G-Man did all of this for his own PR. And I, Satan, your Lord and Master, have nothing to do with hardening anybody's hearts in this whole genocidal debacle. Good to know that it's written plainly in that holy book right there.
So Joshua destroyed the land and killed the people far and wide, and gave the land to the Israelites, just as Moses had directed them.
So then, the entire next chapter is this huge list of kings that Moses and/or Joshua defeated in crazy genocidal battles. I mean righteous battles. You can go to that chapter and read it for yourself if you want. It's a bunch of names that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. I think it's like 31 kings or something, and King Jar Jar's in there somewhere. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how G-Man stopped the Earth from rotating. I mean, that seems a lot easier than suddenly make the sun rotate around the Earth. I can't really wrap my head around it.
Well, it's pretty easy, Satan. I mean, the answer is, I'm Lord YHWH. And that's all you need to know.
Oh, right. Miracles and wonders. I got it. Thanks, G-Man. You're so totally helpful.